Namaste, myself Dr.Soumya Hullannavar. I'm a lead specialist at Elite Ayurveda. I'm over here today to discuss on a topic, Ayurvedic diet and lifestyle during pregnancy. So Ayurveda has a strong belief that in utero period lays out a long-lasting foundation for one's entire life. So it is of a great importance that the mother nourishes herself as well as the baby to be during this stage of life. So according to Ayurveda, everything the woman feels and does during pregnancy will have an effect on the fetus, which in turn will lay out a little one's life for years to come. Therefore, in order to have a healthy baby, one must first begin with a healthy, balanced life during the pregnancy itself. So we generally say that pregnancy as well as the postpartum period, it's a time where Vata dosha is set off balance due to incredible amount of changes going on physically as well as psychologically. In terms of the Agni, the digestive fire is typically it's weakened and a variable state during the pregnancy, and simple, digestible, sattvic or a balanced diet should be an essential protocol for the mother to be. So from the first day of the conception, there is a strong interaction between the mother and the fetus. So it's like everything a mother takes in, whether it could be food, maybe a thought, the emotion she expresses, or the images all these things have that vital effect on the fetus. That will be that determines the child's further personality and the constitution. So we say that it is of utmost importance that the mother immerse herself with the positive surroundings when she is pregnant. Let's say that should include maybe a loving family support, maybe harmonious music, or maybe listening to spiritual songs, or any kind of the surroundings she lives in. It's not with more of aggressive people, not with more of a anxiety or a stressful environment, because all these things affects the child in a very sensitive way. So let's say the kind of the food also she eats, maybe soothing aromas if she is been in, maybe a pleasant images hanged around her wherever she sleeps or walks around. And on the contrary part, it is also the negative counterparts of these should be avoided. So it has to be taken care both the way. Whatever I said, the positive things, the negative opposite of that should also be taken care. So with the love and support of the family, friends, mother should try to remain as positive as much as positive and as much as happily possible during that particular pregnancy period. It's also said that overstressed, anxious mom can lead to anxious newborn as well. However, it's not recommended to suppress the negative emotions that may arise either. The idea should be kept in the mind during this ever so important period that, however, there are some guidelines to keep the mind during this time. So as I stated before, that the Agni, the digestive fire, is weakened and Vata is increased, especially during the second and third trimester of the pregnancy. There are a few guidelines I'm going to quote, which could make maybe the mother to be should find a little more easy in her daily life during the pregnancy time. So let's say consume foods that are mild and easy to digest, and try to avoid spicy food. Try to maintain a regular and constant eating times. That should be consistent eating time. It's not today I'll get up at 10, tomorrow I'll have it at 9. No, try to maintain a consistency in that. And try to avoid the leftover, maybe the stale food or frozen food. Try to avoid these refrigerated or reheated foods. Try to eat a whole organic, maybe freshly cooked food as much as possible. And avoid over or under eating, as I have also spoke about the weight related underweight and overweight people and the pregnancy in my other videos. So it also contributes avoid the over and under eating as well. Avoid eating out too much, because you don't know what all they'll be using in the maybe a preservatives or maybe coloring agents. There are many other things. So when you have the outside food, try to avoid those things as well. Avoid too much of raw and cold food. Try to have a very well cooked or a steamed food instead of having the raw food. and eat food that are tasty, nourishing and delicious, which she should love and eat. It's not something like, I don't like this taste, and for example somebody doesn't like a bitter gourd and you are forcing them to have it just because it's good, or maybe it can take care of your glucose levels. But don't push. Try to have a nourishing kind of a delicious food only. So use digestive spices, maybe like food such as turmeric, ginger, the black pepper, we say pippali, tricketu, cardamom, coriander. So try to use all these things. So when a person could take care of the food and this healthy lifestyle along with the diet, your pregnancy period will be taken care and you will be having definitely a healthier child. Just don't go with blindly just eating heavy quantity, or the more quantity of food will only give birth to a heavy baby. Just because the baby weight is very good doesn't mean the baby is more healthier. So in Ayurveda, we give utmost importance since the conception, like before the conception as well. We will also speak about preparing your body for the conception, and then you have to follow all these diet, lifestyle, so that you will have a very good progeny, the outcome. Thank you.